I should have never opened that. Ran into the pouring rain, heart racing, mind spinning from the other side. I was told it was cursed, that it was sealed for a reason. But curiosity is louder than caution, and that whisper was soft. So soft it slipped into my mind like a fog, curling around my thoughts and drawing me closer impossible. I know, but I saw it. The hallway stretched far and narrow with flickering lights at the ceiling, swaying as if underwater. I should have closed the door. I should have run, but something stepped forward out of the shadows, and I couldn't move. It was tall, thin, its face blurred, like smoke, and its mouth opened as it whispered again my name, this time louder and with urgency, like it was starving for my presence. I backed away, the door still open, and as I stepped back I saw a hand, small, pale, and I swear to you I wasn't dreaming. The ceiling, the walls trying to grab me, touch me, pull me inside. I slammed the door shut, locked it, and stumbled back to my room. I screamed, covering my ears. I broke through the front door into daylight, and sometimes when I wake up the door is cracked open. Even though I remember locking it. This is not a story. This is a curse, and if you hear your name whispered behind a closed door in the middle of the night, don't open it, don't answer it, don't listen to it. This was Nightmare Vault, and now the whisper knows your name, the voice still in my head. I haven't gone back since I moved. Cities changed my name, delete everything, but sometimes at night, even here in this new apartment, I still hear the but sleep never came. I stayed up all night listening as the whispers grew angrier, louder, scratching at the door, pleading 1 second, then growling the next. I called my uncle the next day and he answered. Finally I looked back through the window. He went silent, then said in a voice, "I barely recognized you. Opened it, didn't you?" And when I said yes, he just said, "You need to leave now, burn the house if you can, but never go back," and he hung up. I packed my things. But before I could reach the front door, the hallway darkened and the whisper came not from the guest room now, but from every corner. The whisper came at 3 a.m., just after the lights flickered the same way they always did when the power tried to die during a storm, the noise to help whatever it is inside that needs you. And that est what happened on the third night when the whisper didn't stop. I got up, grabbed the flashlight and walked to the door. Slowly, the air was colder around that door, the walls felt damp, and I swear I could see my breath, like the room behind it was frozen in time. I reached out, hand-shaking breath, shallow, and placed my palm on. But this time there was no storm, no wind, just the whisper, faint like a child, then suddenly silence. No whisper, no sound, just stillness, and then knock, knock, knock. 3 gentle taps, and my name once more, not spoken, not shouted, but breathed into my soul. I turned the knob without realizing what I was doing, and as it creaked open, I felt the air shift behind me, like something moving inside the walls. The door opened, not to a room, but to a pitch-black hallway, asking for help. My name, it said again and again, until I sat up, drenched in cold sweat. I live alone and no one knew, and there it was, standing at the door, watching me, unmoving. I never went back into that house again. But sometimes, even now, I hear the whisper behind my door, calling my name, waiting for me to open it again. This is Nightmare Vault. And this is not just a story, this is your warning. Was warned never to open that door, no matter a door, I swear. While he was away overseas, he warned me about that room, said not to enter no matter what, and I promised I wouldn't. I meant it to. But when you hear your own name echoing from behind a locked door in the dead of night, over and over, pleading, begging, sometimes even crying, it does something to you, something ancient and primal. You feel like you have to on everything. I heard it that night, a soft whisper calling my name from behind the wooden door of the guest room, a room we never used, a room that stayed locked for years. This is Nightmare Vault, and what I am about to tell you is something I never shared before. I was home alone, rain pouring, thunder roaring, the lights flickering. When I heard me closer, something I could not see but felt deep in my bones. The whisper called again, this time right next to me behind that thin wooden door. It said, "Let me in." I turned the handle slowly. The door creaked open, darkness beyond, no furniture, no windows, nothing but an empty void. I stared into that blackness, my mind screaming to run, but my body refused to move. Then a hand reached it, pale, thin fingers wrapping around the edge of the door. I gasped, stepped back, but the hand did not move. It just held the door slightly open. Then the whisper spoke again, softer this time, "Come inside." I wanted to run, I wanted to scream, but I stood there paralyzed as the door opened wider, revealing nothing but shadows and a shape standing in the dark, a shape with hollow eyes staring at me, eyes that seemed alive, but empty. I could at first. I thought it was the wind, a faint whisper so close, yet so far, my name softly spoken like a breath against my ear. I froze, every hair on my body standing up, my heart pounding like a drum. I walked towards the guest room door slowly, each step feeling heavier than the last. The whisper came again, louder, clearer, almost pleading. My hand reached for the door handle, trembling, shaking. I knew I should not open it, but something pulled out. Here whispers, now more than one, a chorus of voices all calling me by name. The shadow stepped forward into the lightless hallway. It was tall, impossibly thin, its skin gray and cracked like old paper, its mouth stretched into a smile, too wide to wrong. I finally broke free, turned and ran down the hallway, hearing the soft footsteps behind me matching mine step for step. I slammed the front door shut behind me. I heard no matter what whispered. It started 3 nights ago. I was hazarding for my uncle open it to stop the voice. And the wood, it was warm to warm, like someone breathing from the other side that didn't exist in the house. hands reaching from the floor when I told him the house, my name repeated over and over, a whisper behind the door.